Havelock stopped in earlier, but I forgot what he wanted. He's waiting to see you, I believe.
Still in your key. Before the sun rises, they toss any casualties into the river. Men or hounds, they all go in. Hey, can you tell me about Piero? Each and every night, the black-eyed outsider visits upon Piero's dream. Okay, see, that's interesting. Even now, he visualizes the next invention. Astonishing. I wish you could see it, too.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, I want to buy optics, dude. Oh, you just have one of these? Yeah, I'm absolutely buying a rune from you. Only one upgrade for that. It sounded like he might have more later, but that's mostly what I wanted. Combat sleep dart sounds useful. Maybe we'll hold off for now. I don't know how much buying this stuff is going to be worthwhile, or if I'm going to have an easy enough time finding it out in the wild. Now I can zoom. Dead counter responsibilities. I don't think I read this. Commissioned by the Lord Regent in the face of growing plague crisis, the dead counter is a position that will only be given to officers, usually of junior or middle grades. In most matters of edicts or curfew enforcement, these officers will defer to the acting officer on duty. However, any dead counter will have command in situations related to the plague and the handling of the dead, including those with late-stage plague symptoms, called weepers in common parlance. Starting in the month of rain, interested officers may apply for the test, and if accepted for the 2-week training tour, pay will be administered in coin and rations of elixir at 1 1/2 normal pay grade. Failed experiments. Of course, I have attempted to improve upon Sokolov's designs, of course, and why not? After all, it's likely that his thinking was influenced in some small way by our time together at the Academy. We are all part of a community striving to unknot the mysteries of the cosmos. Even those among us who possess the greatest minds are often led to a fruitful line of consideration by, how does one say it, our intellectual subordinates. Sokolov is no exception to this, despite the glamour of genius he has cast over the aristocracy. Aristocracy? Okay, I'm done. The further it is true that many of my experiments have failed, and further it is true that many of my experiments have failed. No need to gossip about it behind my back in your social clubs and in the very chambers of the Academy itself. Great ambition requires risks. You may laugh now at my door to nowhere, but someday you will not. Your children will likely see it as as commonly as you see the electric lamps lighting our streets at night. I cannot talk, I'm sorry. But a few short years ago, you would have laughed at Sokolov's arc pylon or wall of light. Your laughter, your condescending smiles, they're nothing but evidence of your own limited imagination. Speaking of that,
What can I do for you?
the like wall of lights and stuff. Maybe the extent of what I will buy is a rewiring tool. Oh, look at that. Disable security devices or make some work in your favor by using a rewire tool on the circuitry. On the hack, this consumes a rewire tool. Walls of lights, arc pylons, and watchtowers will harm your enemies instead of you. Okay. Something we might be able to use. And I can also afford possession right away. Physically merge with any animal's body for a limited time. You can end possession by pressing L2 again. And if your host were to die, you would endure the same fate. You would endure the same fate. That's something to keep in mind when, like, Small animals can't survive the possession process. At level 2, you can possess people while inside another human body. You're too clumsy to do anything but basic actions like opening doors or carrying objects. So if they stomp on me, I die, right? That's basically what that sounds like. Might want to be a little bit careful about that. These books on the ground. Who did this? Whew. Hello.
I had a sailor for a boyfriend once. He thought he'd strike gold digging in the Pandician cliffs. They found his ship drifting empty.
Who just starts a conversation like that? A whole chain up here I could have used. I think people have to, like, talk to me. Hate that I can't, like, move while looking around. Okay, what's going on over there? My voyeurism is acting up. Look at it. It's like such a slow zoom. Call to the Sphere, Volume 1. Thank God it's a small book. I'm sorry. I didn't think we were going to be reading so much, but like this whole area is just nothing but books. My stomach twisted at the engine of the odd vessel roared louder. It was the creation of Orcata, third prefect from the Academy of Natural Philosophy. He was exhilarated, savoring each of the small craft's undulations. Orcata pulled a lever and the great gout of smoke surrounded us. The smell of burning whale oil grew unbearable as the machine propelled itself upward. I was too afraid to look through the window, which suddenly didn't feel thick enough. As if knowing my thoughts, Overseer Brine looked at me and smiled. Recite some of the litany, my pupil. It will protect your heart from the turpitude of the void on our way to the outer spheres. You know at it. Another book. The Trials of Aptitude. Once a child shows the proper inclination, he is marked. Overseers are assigned to study the subject surreptitiously in order to determine whether the inclination is supported by cosmological conditions and other signs, ongoing throughout the year. Is he further testants are removed from their homes? Yeah, a note wasn't added to the thing, so I did read that before. I don't think I read about the Fugue Feast, though. New note. At the end of every year, after the last day of the month of songs, we begin the Fugue Feast. Fugue Feast. New Year has now not started, and thus the time that follows is outside the calendar. Period of celebration and feasting begins, during which the people abandon the very practices that keep them whole and healthy over the years. Many leave their homes, euphoric with spirits or potent herbs. Some paint their faces or wear masks to conceal themselves as they pursue their passions without reservation. Is this like the Purge? When the right cosmological signs are observed and it's time for the calendar to begin anew, the sitting higher overseer calls for the hymn of atonement and the Fugue Feast ends. Families return to their homes, wives to their husbands, enemies put down their weapons, and fires are extinguished. No complaint is given for those who have wronged others, deviated from ancient codes, or discarded oaths. For this time during the astrological alignment does not exist and is not recorded. The following day starts the new year, marking the first day of the month of Earth as it has always been. It actually does super sound like it's just the Purge. That's wild.
Elementary sums. History of the Isles. Geography of the Isles. The Seven Strictures. Litany of the White Cliff. Sayings of the Overseer.
What was any of that?
Elementary sums. History of the Isles. Geography of the Isles. The Seven Strictures. Litany of the White Cliff. Sayings of the Overseer. One day we'll get a few new books.
Yo, there's a fish down there. Wait a minute, there's a fish down there. Maybe if I get closer. I appreciate how it doesn't use up my magic if it doesn't hit anything. I know this place. Anyways, I also don't really want to read any of these books because I don't think I really was supposed to. I know these are like other characters. This is probably a lot more like lore stuff that I guess was partially tacked on to the pre-order bonus. I don't think it, we'll read it eventually, but like I said, there's way too many books right now. You think everyone's kind of sick of Corvo at the moment? I'm a fish now. I'd like go into... Is there any reason why I'm a fish? So... Well, that answered my question. So that fish exploded, right? That fish is dead. We can basically use that to teleport into rooms. Not actually teleport, but you know, conceptually teleport. I said like we can possess rats to what's that, a sexton? Big money from that sexton. I'm trapped. I'm actually trapped. Fish, save me. Can I become a dragonfly? What was hurting me there? Was one of those fish like chomping on me? I'm pretty hurt. Good thing there's food everywhere. Maybe I should stop playing with the fishes. Yo, girl, what up? Can you... Excuse me,
You know, I tried to attend services with the overseers for a while. They've just gotten more and more, I don't know, rabid about the 7 strictures and witchcraft and all that nonsense.
Sorry to hear that.
Good day, Master Corvo.
Stay alert and stay loyal.
Okay. Thought I was gonna get myself a drink.
Lydia and I trade chores sometimes, and I'm starting to think I never come out ahead. She's a smart one.
Hi, buddy.
Let's get down to it. First off, I know that assassination is dark business, but sometimes good men have to do bad things to make the world right. Our purpose is clear. We want to restore Her Majesty's line by finding and putting Emily Kaldwin on the throne. To those ends, we'll hide, act in shadow, take them apart, piece by piece. Tonight, High Overseer Campbell dies by your hand. It won't be easy. He's protected by his overseers, an army of religious zealots. But if anyone can do it, you can. Your exploits are legendary. Campbell carries a private journal. Once you've eliminated him, get the journal, because we think it contains Emily's location. Recovering her is obviously critical, assuming she's alive. That's the gist of it. Remember our cause and strike true. We're counting on you. Another thing. Campbell is holding a former overseer by the name of Martin. He's one of us, and if you manage to find him, give him whatever help you can. He's a master strategist, and he got caught working for our cause. It'd be good to have him back here at the Hound Pits.
What you reading? What you're reading here is the truth. That's what he's reading? Regardless of what you will hear from the authorities who rule over us, it is not a matter of coincidence that the former royal spy master is the one who stepped in while the late Empress fell. We who will remain nameless believe that these events are interconnected. Exquisite tallboy. Signs of oppression are all around us. The Sokolov designs, originally intended to provide light and warmth in our homes, have been turned against us as means of inspiring fear and controlling our movement through the city. And where did this plague originate? Some say it was imported. A wild theory, perhaps. One of our members risked her life to obtain the internal reports from the government, which we will be printing and sharing soon, called the Exquisite Tallboy, extolling the virtues of this newest member of the City Watch. To those in the street below, these virtues are horrors, spread by stilted thugs who rain down fire on the sick and the poor. To these eyes, the Tallboy is another government bully, armed with incendiary devices, thickly armored and standing high overhead. Looking down at the common peoples of the city, we now know that the Tallboys are heavily drugged, imbibing a substance that renders them resistant to pain, but also dulls whatever empathy that might normally possess. Exquisite? We think not. Copy these words and share them with your neighbors, and remember, when the tides are lowest, the truth will be revealed. That sounds a little insane. What do you think, dude?
Glad to see you got your rest, Corvo. You'll need it. Say, that's an interesting tattoo on your hand. Saw a lot of that in the Navy, but nothing quite like yours. Keep your eye out for Martin. I need him back here if we're going to pull this off.
Who reads a book like this? Maybe we should actually, like, play the game.
Oh. Corvo. Hello. I'm Callista. I work here for Admiral Havelock. I'm sorry to intrude on your business, but this is important. I suspect you're going to kill the High Overseer. That wretched man. There's really no reason for you to listen to me, but my uncle, Jeff Kernow, still serves as captain in the City Watch. But he's a good man, and my only family. The chatter in servant circles is that Campbell just took delivery of an exotic poison, and I think I know why. My uncle's not corruptible like the rest of them. Campbell is going to poison my uncle. Do you think you could protect him? You used to do that, right? Before you had your current profession. Before you became an assassin.
Okay, we got like a couple of side objectives to deal with. Where are you going? I guess after that conversation, you just decided you don't want to talk anymore. I get ya. Mission clues. Uncle is captain of Dunwall City Watch. What is with the like weird icon to the right? Not an icon. It almost looks like a bar. Trying to make the best of a corrupt resume and enact change from within. He is meeting much resistance. Piero is an inventor. Craft and upgrade. Okay. Okay, the mission clues aren't really... I guess this is optional is what I'm looking for. Eliminate Campbell. Look at that face. He really does not have a face for like paintings. Locate Emily is our main thing. Okay, we'll try to save that guy's life. Or, yeah. We'll try. Hopefully we start... Considering what I've done to myself, like damage and using magic.
I think the Admiral's awfully distinguished, don't you?
I thought you were going to say disgusting. I'm hoping that we at least start with... Yeah, steel coin.
Attention Dunwall citizens.
Like full health and all
Be
that.
advised, the
Maybe if
river crust infestation has spread downriver. As far as the river mouth and
I don't think drinking water does anything.
do not attempt to
Well,
approach
let's hope for
or
the best.
destroy a river crust.
I do still have the 5 magic. I have 6 healing, so
From doing so are
I accidentally used my healing. So we're good. Doesn't really matter anymore, does it? Let's go.
Ready to go? Just give the signal.
Let's go then. Take me to the distillery district. Mask on. Search for alternative ways to eliminate a key assassination target. We will definitely go for those ways because they're the most involved. High Overseer Campbell leads the city's militant religious faction and is a close ally to the Lord Regent. Campbell is completely corrupt and holds the secrets to Emily's location. Infiltrate the office of the High Overseer, steal Campbell's journal, and eliminate him. An ally to the Loyalists, Martin is being held there. Free him and allow him to escape. Mission clue. Oh, it's a stormy day.
It'll be a rough trip. Used to be to go straight up Clavering Boulevard, but now it's not so easy. Half the city's dead of the plague. The other half's fighting over what's left. The City Watch still holds the bigger streets, and they've set up those wall of light checkpoints. A man walks through one of those, and he ends up burned to a crisp. Everything not controlled by the City Watch is gang territory. And there are the real odd birds living on the fringes like that Granny Rags. They say she's nuts.
There was a book of her in my room.
I don't know which is worse. Just take your pick.
Alright, now we kind of stuck with what we got.
If you decide to go up Clavering, don't let the guards spot you. Watch out for the Bottle Street thugs if you take to the alleys. Mean bastards. I'll be here when you come back. Good luck, Corvo.
Thank you. Looking for a little bit more from you, but that's fine. I guess we'll use that then. Mission clues. Look at that guy. City Watch holds Boulevard. Yeah, okay, same stuff. Side streets around. Granny Rags lives in an apartment at the far end of Indoria Street. Don't think he was that specific about it. I mean, the biggest thing I probably need to do right now is...
Let's go. It's nearly midnight. But easy, damn it. Keep him in the boat. Canal's got enough shit in it as it is.
I probably should,
Hey, don't you owe me a drink?
Vermin!
I'm surprised he didn't see me from turning around like that. Okay, maybe it would be a good idea for me to actually have, like, Link ready to go. Could also go rat mode. I don't think I can shimmy on stuff. I don't know. This is just a person. I don't know if they care that much that I'm here. Something cool about this boat. Doesn't look like it.
I told her to keep the children inside. I told her.
I'm trapped. I got out. Should I become rat?
Seen anything scary?
I feel like it might be a little too early to become
Attention
rat.
Dunwall citizens. Following direct contact with an infected or weeping individual, you are required to remain in isolation for 2 continuous days. If signs of infection occur, report for transport to the flooded district.
Nasty rat. Get away.
Hear noises.
How did it pass me by? All the others down with the sickness.
Okay, well, there's a lot to worry about right there. I want to read the singing right now.
Attention Dunwall citizens. This is a special announcement from our Honorable Lord Regent.
This is the Lord Regent speaking. It is with regret that I
Good
announce
lean.
that my term as Lord Regent has been extended through the month of
Perfect time to read the sign.
potentially beyond.
Reward will be paid to the City Watch in addition to rewards for surprise citizens.
Overseers of the Abbey of the Everyman.
The offenses of the man are high crimes made in the law of the City Watch and the edict of our brave Lord Regent.
Order whenever and wherever necessary. We owe our thanks to High Overseer Campbell for the generous loan of their services.
Can't take chances.
Could try
If they even
blinking to
look a
get
little green around
around.
the gills, it's off they go.
I think we want to rat because it looks like a small. Yeah, I know it's nearby. I can't rat right now. I don't have enough rat range. It's bullshit. What if I lean? It's not a good lean.
You're such a choffer.
You didn't see anything. Alright, well, let's go back to blink then. I don't know if this is gonna work either. This is probably a mistake. I'm surprised they don't see me. See, so I think I need rat though for this. Not the gun. I'm a rat now. There's probably an easier way to get over here. I probably could have just circled around. It's okay, I'll eat some rats. Book to read. Alright, first official one, robust. Potions give you slightly more health, that's great. It's a poem. She was shy in the months of hearts, hiding from the scented letters, a sun-dappled cure for my loneliness. She was smiling in the months of rain, eating figs straight from the tree, a dream of sailing around the isles. She was wed in the months of clans to her sailor cousin from Culero. A shrill bird drilling at my chest. She was dying in the months, song struck by a disease from the east, a terrible kiss on her distant lips. But I can't drink from the bottle. Yo, they don't got no whales over there. Spyglass, do me off.
Any chance you'll share your food with me tonight?
Shut up.
They definitely would see me from here, right?
Something weird going on.
Haha! I've escaped. Yeah, I think fish just bite me. Fish hurt. What is... Oh yeah, they just chomp. I'm letting this one happen. I kind of hate how much magic I used up just becoming a rat when there was a clearly easier way for me to do that. So we'll see what the checkpoint is. If it's bad, we'll just keep on keeping on. Yeah, it's about as bad as you would think. It's fine, we'll live with it. Find like a safer spot to just kind of chill in. Darren and Gwen. Does seem like I still want to dive into the water just a little bit. Better location. Hopefully we don't immediately get chomped on by a fish. There we go. Okay, let's just pretend we're trying harder this time. Climb that. Ooh. Yo, can you, like, back the fuck off, dude?
I think my wife and I will be able to ride this thing out. The plague has to pass eventually.
Okay. Apparently you're chill. Doesn't seem to care too much that I'm holding a knife.
How did it pass me by? All the others down to the sickness.
I mean, I have a mask on. I would assume the guards would still be pretty peeved to see me. This is useful. This is actually what I really need it. To Square, to the Golden Cat, to the Old Dunwall Distillery. Clavering Boulevard. Maybe this doesn't help me that much. Not as much as I thought it would. Do you see me in the mask?
Pass me by. All the others down with the sickness.
Down with the sickness? Haha, I got 5 coins. Kind of feel like an asshole for doing that, honestly. Probably should pull out that heart.
Granny, 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 come out with me instead. Granny, 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 you can't because you're...
You the granny?
The city's dead.
Close by is this?
Won't make it 3 more months.
You know, the extra range would be pretty nice. My voyeurism ain't working. Did I get... I don't think I got bit by a fish this time around.
I told you the knives go on the left. They've always gone on the left. You never listen. I think the little birdies are sad today. I told you the knives go on the left. They've always gone on the left. You never listen. Granny, granny, granny. Come
Who sings
out
a
to
song
see
about
the
themselves?
fair. Granny, granny, granny.
Idea where she is right now. Yeah, I kind of want that vision. War metal. I have to go past her.
I told you the knives go on the left. They've always gone on the left. You never listen.
How chill are you?
Dear? Is that you, my dear husband? My eyes aren't what they used to be. Have you seen my little birdies? The dear things must be starving without their granny. Here, birdies. Here.
Be cool if I could possess birds.
Oh, my. I think I have gentlemen callers again, but not the way I used to, not the nice ones. I hear them, and they're not very polite ones either. Granny Rags, let us in. Ah, well, they'll go away again if they know what's good for them. But what a bother. Here's the key to the front door, love. You'll see to those ruffians, won't you?
Here with Granny's gentleman callers.
If I was a birdie, I'd want to do that. Yes, I would.
Let us in, Granny.
I bet she can't even hear us.
She's blind.
Not deaf.
We're here to do your washing.
She's not stupid either.
Have it your way. We're here to take your money, Granny.
We're wasting our time. How much could she have? She digs in trash for a living. Let's get a drink.
I'm driving.
I feel like I shouldn't open the door. Unless if you think we could talk it out.
Hear that, Granny? Whatever you got, Slackjaw gets a cut. Nothing
Slackjaw.
personal. Just Bottle Street rules.
Drop assassination.
Open the damn door.
I don't think I'm going to be very sneaky about this.
Granny. Open the damn door.
Apparently very sneaky. Don't.
Do, Granny. Come on, let's get this guy.
Not very sneaky enough.
I'm gonna loot your loot.
Got him. So a bit of a problem is that one guy decided to go call for help. Like a better place I can... I don't know if they're actually coming. Not great that I had to use a stealth potion. Stealth potion. A sleep dart. I don't really have a great spot to hide these guys, I feel like. I feel like there was probably like a solution of just paying them. I dealt with the granny. Let's even say. Send this food. Not bullets. That's great, dog. Granny.
If I was a birdie, I'd want that. Yes, I would, indeed.
Okay, Granny.
Oh, my dear. I knew you'd help me with those ill-mannered boys. My brave man. Listen, Granny has a birthday present for you. I got it from the outsider, and now I'm giving it to you. Go on. It's upstairs. On the vanity. I think you'll cut a nice figure with it. Remember how we used to dance? Our parties were even grander than those at the Boyle Manor. Everyone wanted to come. I think the little birdies are sad today.
Cool.
I
One
hope
of 7
you like the
found.
little gift I got for you. It's the least I could do for turning those louts away. I can't bear these Bottle Street children. Ruffians, every last one of them. Rotten apples. And that slack-jaw is the worst lot. You know what I just thought of? You could do something else for me. Another little favor. And I'd give you another present.
I do like presents.
Another lovely rune carved from the bones of a dead whale. Do you remember my doctor, dear? Dr. Galvani? Now there was a clever man. He's got all sorts of nasty rat guts and disease in his laboratory. Wouldn't it be a shame if some of that mess found its way into the Bottle Street Gang's elixir still? That'd teach him.
Okay.
See to it, dear. I'll find you another present just like the first. Galvani lives on Clavering Boulevard, or at least he used to. Those were the days. Now run off. My baby birdies are hungry. So precious.
This feels kind of like a high chaos thing to be doing.
Shy. You'll have to go, or they won't come.
But I do want bone ruins.
I told you the knives go on the left. They've always gone on the left. You never listen.
What's going on over here? Wasn't there also a thing for me to collect down this way? Oh, there was.
Be careful, Corvo. They call her Granny Rags. You wouldn't recognize her real name, or even the name of her family, but an emperor begged for her hand once, and rich young men fought each other for her favor. I watched her consider them all, measure their worth, and find them wanting. Then, she made a different choice. You're on your way to face the High Overseer, the leader of a great cult dedicated to loathing me. What will you do, I wonder?
I'll tell you, it doesn't feel... So get out.
Oh no, that's not a nice thing. Just garbage.
Okay.
Garbage, 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 garbage. All of it.
Okay, no, she's fine. She's not mad. Not great to have, like, a god being be like, oh, you don't want to mess with her. She's crazy.